Good morning! Morning from our grain carting tractor. Dad was heading past the field where we had our equipment, so he dropped me off. We're going to run this one home here real quick. Getting a little rain this morning. Hasn't been much, but it's just a little drizzly, so I don't know if we're going to be able to spread any fertilizer today. Today is going to be seed warehouse clean out day, I think. It's raining outside, so we're just going to work inside here. I need to get this conveyor taken out. We need to get that wagon out of here that's got wheat in it and no tarp, so we'll have to wait till the rain stops to get it out of here. We can fold down some of these extra boxes, clean up the pallets, those seed bags we can take down to the farm. Dad likes to use them for his sawdust collection from his planer and woodworking stuff. And we're going to sweep the floor up, and I have the first round of seed delivery coming on Thursday. So we gotta get this cleaned up and organized and figure out where my rows are gonna be. It worked pretty good last year to kind of go along this end wall and just build rows of seed coming out. And so we're gonna do that again, but I like to have them in some kind of an order. And so I got the order summary for what we've got sold and coming in here. We've got right now about 300 boxes of beans coming, and like some varieties we only have 3 or 5 boxes. Some varieties we have 70 boxes. So I'm trying to figure out which ones, how many rows of each we need, and I got to figure out how many bean boxes I can get in a row and all that kind of stuff. So we'll start cleaning up in here. Would anybody like to buy a boat? I got a boat. It's for sale. If anybody wants to buy it, let me know. It is a 2003 Yamaha AR210 jet boat. It's got twin 135 horse jet motors in it, 270 horsepower total. She's fast. It's been a good boat. It's pretty reliable. Have not had any real mechanical issues other than a starter solenoid on it. In reasonable condition for being a 20-some-year-old. There is a crack in the fiberglass hull right here. I have covered it with color-matched duct tape so you can't even see it, and it is well above the water line. It's been there for 5 or 6 years and not been any issue. Easily fixable if you would take it to the right people or you knew what you were doing. I don't, and I'm cheap, and it doesn't hurt anything, so we've left it there. Comes with a trailer. Got some tower speakers. There's this amp and a radio in there. It's a good boat. Let me know. Oh, it's being a slow day today. Still rainy. I thought it was going to clear off here a little bit this afternoon, or at least stop raining, but it's not. So we're taking the forklift down to the seed warehouse because I'm going to drag that conveyor home with it. I don't have a hitch for my truck. They all have a ball on them, and I don't feel like taking a ball off. And I lost some when my truck got stolen this summer, and so, you know, I haven't replaced them. Just like I haven't replaced the truck yet. Either way, this is faster and easier to just run down here and grab it with the forklift, and then I gotta use the forklift to put it in the barn anyway. Just like that. I'm gonna bring the 4020 and get that wagon when we're done with this too. That'll work. I could crank it up and push it over the top of that wagon over there. That wagon's empty in the corner. But I don't have anything else I need to put in there right now, so we're just gonna leave it. A day driving the 4020 is a good day, but it's freaking cold out. Bert, we got a little extra seed wheat in the wagon here that we didn't use. We knew we had plenty, but we'll just sell it for grain. It didn't get treated. It's just wheat now. Well, I'm making progress in here today. Getting the floor cleaned up here. Got just a little sweeping to do. I rearranged the pallets and boxes and stuffed them over against the wall there. It's really hard to stack boxes tied up against the wall because of those trusses and the way they stick out there. So I usually just put some paper bags and pallets and leave a space before we get to it. So I'll finish sweeping up this last little bit, and then we got to figure out how many rows we can get in here. I used chalk. Last year I had all these chalk lines. I don't know if you can still see many of them or not. And then I kind of write what's going in every row. I need 11 or 12 rows for beans. So I don't know how far that's going to come out here. We'll figure it out. All right, I think I got this figured out. So I have 14 rows or columns, including the one on that end and one on that end, not including where I've got all my stuff sitting down there. We could get 15 if all of that was gone. They're 4.5 feet wide. I've measured a box, and it's like, I don't remember what it was exactly. I could get them in 4 foot. It's like 3 feet 9 maybe. But it would be pretty tight. So I want 4.5 feet. Anyway, I figured 11 rows, but there's some of them like this first one, these 2292s right now, and we're still selling seed and hoping to add more to this, right? But right now I have 15 boxes of those coming. Well, if I stack rows out to where I'm comfortable stacking them to, I can get 42 boxes in one row. So that 15 is not a very big row, and we can, double stack or put another variety in there with it kind of thing. Like I have 5 boxes of a 2-3, 23-13 that we could just set in front of them, and if we got to get to the 2-2s behind them, we move them out of the way. That gives us 20 in the row, and that's a little bit more reasonable. Now the 23-15s, right now we have 62 boxes, so that's going to be 2 rows, so on and so forth. There's another one down here that, I've got enough for like a row and a half. So we'll do a full row of these 30-35s, and then I'll bury some 30-35s here and put this 33-55 in front of it. And then we won't have to worry about not being able to get to the ones behind it, but it saves some space. Anyway, that's the plan. We've got a plan. Good morning again. Welcome back to another dreary day here at Border View Farms. I'm sorry for not having videos out the last couple of days. I made the first part of this video that you just watched on Monday. Was that Monday? I think that was Monday. And I decided there wasn't enough there, so thought, we'll keep it going. And then yesterday I had a meeting all day. I was gone all day. Didn't do any farm work. But we're back today. Today is Thursday. It must have been Tuesday when I did that. We're back today. Dad did finish with the ripper yesterday, so we are done with the chisel. And Phil got our disc hooked up here. Now he hooked it up to the 8430, and we might switch that because we have 2 other tractors that we're basically done with that are bigger and faster and more horsepower, so we'll probably worry about that. But I think we're going to try and clean some equipment up here this afternoon, start getting some stuff put away. We might wash out our fertilizer barn. We're done out there, and I'd like to tuck some tillage equipment in there for the winter, so I'm thinking about doing that as well. But I've got a seed truck coming, the seed truck that we were cleaning the seed warehouse out for the other day. It's going to be here in a half hour or 45 minutes, so I'm just coming back down here, and we're going to hang out and clean up a little bit more stuff and wait for him to get here. Just cleaning up a few signs, and well, there's our truck driver. Well, there's the first load. 18 boxes of approximately 300 on order at the moment, and likely to increase from there. So yeah, she's gonna fill up in here pretty fast. We better get back to work on my ceiling here real fast. We're gonna plug it up, cover it up. We can't get to it anymore. So this variety, we're gonna do this row next to it. It's gonna be, the whole thing is gonna be the same one. This is all of that variety I'm gonna put in that row. So we'll start building out the other ones next to it. Just depends on what they ship me and when they ship them to me. But yeah, I would love to finish this ceiling up here in the next month. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would like to. Okay, well, we got that truck unloaded. I came back to the office here and been working on some paperwork. And this is the problem with farming and running businesses, is that you also have to do the paperwork and the bookwork and the financials and all that stuff that's boring and I hate doing. But it's got to be done. That's kind of the critical, important part, right? So anyway, working on that for a little bit. I'm going to go grab some lunch, and then when we get back this afternoon, we're going to move some equipment around. We're going to clean out our fertilizer barn, I think, start getting some tillage equipment cleaned up maybe, or just parked in the barn. I don't know. We'll see. But we want to wash out the fertilizer dust and residue out of that barn just to help clean everything up a little bit. Well, let's go see what we can find to clean up today. Get put away. Dad got the combine blown off down at the field a little bit, so she took the leaf blower down there. So that needs to get put in a barn. We're going to get to cleaning it. It's not the priority right now, though. I think we're going to start out here. Probably put the grain cart in a barn, too. That needs to get cleaned up soon. I would like to do that. But we put this building up out here this year with the intent of storing fertilizer in it, which is exactly what we did, and it worked perfect for what we used it or wanted it for, what we built it for. However, I don't think we're going to bring any more fertilizer in until probably September. Maybe in the summer, earlier than that, but this year, even when I bought stuff early, it wasn't required to take delivery until September, so that's probably what we're going to plan on doing. So we're going to put some tillage equipment in here, back to field cultivator in here. We're going to put that disc ripper in here and that kind of stuff. But you'll notice we've got a little bit of residue, dust from the fertilizer and stuff. And it tends to be corrosive and can make things rust. And so I think we want to bring the power washer out here and just wash the floor out. Push everything out. It's all sloped, so the water will run out. We can rinse the walls down here a little bit, where we got just a little bit of stuff stuck to them. And clean this up, and then we can start backing some equipment in here. So we'll move these tractors out of the way. Problem is I gotta bring a hose from clear over on the other side of the shop and get the power washer out here, so that's gonna take a little bit, but we'll get it. Pull the equipment out of here, and after about a quarter of a mile of hose set up, goodness, how many hoses do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I might need one more, but we're close. Go get the power washer and the power washer hose, and we'll see how I do. I've got water and pressure. My long wand that I brought, I got a little short one here, had the wrong end on it, wrong fitting, so I'll have to change that, but figured I'd get started with this. I want to go over the floor quick once and get all the heavy dirt and any remaining fertilizer particles out. And then I brought my foam cannon with some salt neutralizer foam. We're going to spray everything down with that and then rinse it out. Okay, I've got the inside all washed out. I got to do the outside pad yet, but that's all right. I'm going to mix up some foam here in our foam cannon. So I have here some road salt neutralizer concentrate. And I don't know if it works that well or not, but we're going to throw it in our foam cannon and we're going to just spray some. I don't think it's super foamy, so, but we're going to spray the walls down, the trusses, the boards, what we can reach, and then rinse it down real fast and then just rinse it out, and hopefully it'll stop it from rusting stuff a little bit. I used it last year on the spreader, and the spreader has no rust on it, so I don't know, maybe it works. I don't know. I'm just going to spray some of this on, let it sit for a minute, and then rinse it off. All right, I'm done. Got the concrete cleaned off. For some reason, the rubber on the concrete on that side came off way better than the rubber on this side. So we got a lot of rubber out here from the loader tractor when we were scooping and backing out and dumping into the spreader and stuff. And I had a bunch over here too, but this side washed up real nice. I don't know if it's because there was some potash spilled on it and I was driving on it and it was coarse and kind of ground it off, or if the salt got it off, or if it's just that I did this side first and it's been in the sun more and broken down. I don't know. Either way, we're done. We got to put all our hoses and power washer and stuff away. This is kind of a nice pad out here. Almost could power wash out here, but too hard to get stuff set up. Dad's got himself another log. Well, I got all our stuff cleaned up from power washing out there. We're going to put some equipment away. Dad had the sprayer in the barn here. We're almost done spraying for the year. I think he's got about 2 or 3 more loads of fall burn down he wants to do. Spraying corn stalks with some 2,4-D, which is what that is. After he does that, then we'll winterize the sprayer and get that ready to be put away. But we're going to throw the combine and the grain cart tractor and grain cart in the barn back here until we're ready to get them out to clean them up. It's coming, but we're not there yet. So for now, I'm just going to get them put inside. I did it. I got them all in here. That was a little close. We're pretty close there. And we were pretty close there. But we're in. Dad is finishing cleaning up the edge of the woods and some of the trees he was cleaning up earlier this summer. We want to run the disc ripper through a little bit back there where he had a burn pile and stuff. So he's cleaning that up today. We'll try and get that finished up tomorrow with the disc ripper here, and then we can get this unhooked. We're going to back it in where the potash pile was in the barn over there. After all that stuff dries out, not that that's a big deal, but, and then we can get the fuel cultivator brought up here because we'll have a tractor to do it, and we can throw that in the barn. And then, yeah, we might put that tractor on the disc for the fall. Why not? All right, that's it for today. So maybe tomorrow we can finish spreading our gypsum. I got 2 loads of that to do yet. Otherwise, we'll probably be power washing a grain cart or some other form of equipment or something. I don't really know. We'll find something to do, but yeah, we're definitely in the post-harvest slowdown mode where we're not quite so busy and like got to go all the time. Still got lots to do, but it's just a little slower pace here. So thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you guys later.